Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys doing some more ticker requests, melting in the heat of my personal office sauna. Let's see what we can figure out today. We're going to look at Tesla, NIO, and the ROKU. Let's start with Tesla. So Tesla on the daily time frame, we're sort of just chopping around here a little bit. There's no real clear trend, and we know there's no trend because we're getting a convergence of our EMAs, and our RSI is returning to the happy little 50 realm with no real swings back and forth. So that means we need to start zooming in to find the trend that makes sense. Is there anything on the daily time frame? Nope, not really. We do have a higher low technically we can watch for as a support. If we lose that, then we're going to be shifting to a daily downtrend. In fact, you can make an argument that we already are in a daily downtrend. But overall, I'm focusing on this short-term action, looking at the sideways type nature of it, looking for a breakout or a change from it. On the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour low that we can look at. The same way we're looking at the daily time frame. Is this a 4-hour downtrend? Yes, technically, but it's mostly sideways. So what I need to do is see bulls maintain higher lows over 1420.98 and look for some sort of break. What I'm really interested in a long position is going to be a break of the resistance that I'm seeing develop, and I'm going to just connect a couple of these lines, figure out which ones make the most sense for me, and I'm going to see if we can make that work. And you know what? It works pretty well. So we have 1, 2, I'm not going to count all of the resistance touches. If you're looking for a long position, this needs to change. Right now we have technical 4-hour higher lows, we have hourly lower highs, we have a converging area of action with no sense of clarity. So this is a hands-off trade until I see a conclusive break outside of this trend and maintain hourly higher highs and higher lows. And in the 4-hour time frame, I would like to see 4-hour higher high and higher low. So let's say we want to break this. We want to get over top of this happy little zone of resistance. Let's go back to the hourly time frame. Let's look for the bulls to break this nasty green resistance and get over top of 1528. If they can do that, then I think they will have taken the first steps to breaking out of this choppy sideways daily action, which isn't giving us a lot of fun opportunity. NIO on the daily time frame. Respecting EMA 26 overall. On the weekly, we still have some consolidating to do. We're still overbought. And I think bulls are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. So this does set up the possibility of a very, very strange equilibrium. Not really one that I'm interested in playing on the daily time frame, but I would use it as a little bit of guidance for my short-term trades because we can see there's quite a bit of volatility inside the daily. So what I'm interested in is why we have a big green day here and then we're massively falling down. It looks like the beginning of a trend development. So we're going to go to 4-hour time frame and see if we can make sense of what's happening here. Highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now we're getting into possible 15-minute EQ. We're going to look at the range from the low of 12.99, call it 13 psychological, and then we're going to look up here as well. So 4-hour time frame. I'm not going to say conclusively that the bulls have it at this point. It's really kind of a back and forth type action. We can see that in the daily. We can see that in the 4-hour time frame. What I would watch here would be the development of an hourly equilibrium. I would see if the bulls can maintain higher lows over 1322. I would look for a lower high underneath. Let's call it around 1420. That seems like a happy little spot. Let's look for an hourly lower high here, a tightening range, and they'll use this if it develops as a guideline for a future trade. So opportunity inside that pattern should it arise. If bulls manage to break 1453, be an impressive move on the 4-hour time frame given the whipsaw type response that we've seen. It's unlikely. Then we'd be looking for resistance way up here for 1644. If we break bear, then we've got low of the 4-hour candle here at 1173. ROKU on the weekly time frame. Pretty strong, resilient, moving a little bit too fast for me. 168.85 is our resistance on the weekly time frame, and we're coming up against that pretty quickly on the daily as well. So there's a perfect place for us to see a short-term reversal and the establishment of a daily higher low. A beauty tightening range, sort of going sideways, similar to how we've seen on Tesla, and then we look for, well, maybe we'll be able to determine what the key was here, but it doesn't matter at this point. The bulls have broken out. They're heading into earnings. Earnings is when? Tomorrow? Yes. So if this is after the bell earnings, and then we have one more day, I would look for resistance, 168.85. Right now, bulls are in control, but they have used up a lot of energy getting here. Looking for resistance, 168.85 on the daily. On the 4-hour time frame, we'll see how well this inside bar holds. If it breaks square, then we're looking for daily higher lows. And that's about all the time I want to spend on ROKU, because we do have quite a bit of, well, unknown coming into earnings. If you're looking for that short-term play tomorrow, the only thing really that we can do right now is watch for I guess this is our inside bar currently. Look for a break of one of these two levels. It's a short-term guide for quick trades. See what earnings does for us. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. If you want to learn more about technical analysis, ask in the comments. I'll post as much information as I can. And that's it. Have a great day.